Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the UXClinic. My name is Jorge Simons. I've been held hostage to moderate this session. I'll be helping a great team of designers figure out how to explain to you guys a new evaluation. Just to remind you, the UXClinic is an IRSIV initiative to share design expertise with the software development community, and you can download a full report of our past episode on our website, uxclinic.nearsiv.com, or you can tweet us at UXClinic or using the hashtag UXClinic as well. We'll be checking that out. And the guys here with me today are a talented bunch that will walk me through a unique perspective of user experience development. And they'll present themselves first. Marisol, welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marisol Ortega. Just a little bit about me. I have 10 years of experience in the design field, and 9 of them I've been working in the software development industry, going through this transformation process of initially being a web designer and then becoming slowly a UX designer. I worked as a freelancer. I had a startup, so I have this entrepreneurial spirit. I worked at T-Mobile for a little bit, and then here I am at Nearsoft. So, hi.
In the same track and joining Marisol is Diana, a UX and UI designer here at Nearsoft.
Hello everybody, I'm Diana. I have 10 years experience, 8 of them as UI designer. I have worked for different companies like InGroups, Axolotl, some startups, also designing Facebook games. Something personal about me, I like photography, music, and dogs.
Finally, on the technical side of things, and joining us for the first time is Miguel. He's a young talented designer who's also part, as you might guess, of the Nearsiv design team. Welcome, Miguel.
Thank you, Jorge. Hi, I'm Miguel Medina, and I have 4 years of experience working as a web designer, and I also have worked as a freelancer and with different companies. And the thing that I like the most about it is that I have the opportunity to create layouts and look and feel of web pages and then implement them on HTML and CSS and see it all working on the web. So thanks.
And last but definitely not least, a very important person here today with us is Phil Wright from Twitchopia. He was involved in developing the Daisy Wheel app. And how are you doing, Phil?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
We're all excited here. How was it to work with the Get in Touch Foundation for the Daisy Wheel app?
It was very cool. The Get in Touch Foundation is located in Connecticut in the United States, and they have really provided education and hope to a lot of people who have experienced breast cancer, and they're really trying to prevent it. And it was really a great thing to work with Marianne as the founder there.
So, yeah, it's exciting and it's a pleasure for us. The guys have told me a lot about the work. And just to kick things off, I'd just like to comment that each time we get a new case for the UXClinic, we choose a different method of evaluation for the UX of a site or a website, or an app, I'm sorry. And this time, the designers chose a rapid contextual design method, and I would like Marisol to explain to all of us a bit of how the process was.
Yeah, I would just like to give you a little background about the existing app, and then I'll explain why we chose the method. So as you can see on the screen, we have what it's called the Daisy Wheel. So this is from the Get in Touch Foundation, and they tell you that you should do the breast self-exam and think of your breast as a daisy. So they have different tips as each one of the petals, and you scroll on each one of the petals, and then you get a new tip of how to do your self-exam, and then you get instructional videos on how to do it and why is it important. And then at the end, you have also the opportunity to share it through social media on Facebook and Twitter, or you can visit their website. And this is pretty much how it works as it is right now. And the reason why Phil contacted us, it was because he really wanted to have redesigned for iOS 7. And when we were talking about it, he said that he would like to have to expand the current functionality of the application. So rapid contextual design was a perfect match for this because it's a human-centered design process that it's driven by the user's data. So we had the opportunity to talk with several girls, and we wanted to observe and get to know their behaviors they engage in, and that way we could address these needs and show them on the app for this new version.
So this gives you a more intimate look of how the users would interact with the app, right? And I guess you had to interview different girls for this specific app. Can you tell me a bit about how the interviews went down?
We conducted 4 semi-structured interviews with girls to get the current activities for maintaining good women's health and to get to know their mindset, habits, and values that will help us to understand for whom we are designing this app. And as a team, we discussed and retold the key points of the interviews, and we captured those key points into notes to implement them on the affinity diagram that Diana is going to explain us.
Sure. With the affinity diagram, well, we built an affinity diagram in order to find emerging patterns in the girls' behaviors and find inspiration and opportunities to expand the existing capabilities of the Daisy Wheel app. So with this affinity diagram, we got insights, very interesting insights. One of them was the current criteria about prevention, and we got 3 key points. One of them is good habits will keep me healthy. The second one, and it's my favorite, is prevention is for older women. And the last is that I get a checkup only when something is wrong. Another insight is the influence of people's experience, and I think Miguel is going to talk about it.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. So in this insight, the important point is that personal experience make big impact on how we see health, and we usually don't change the behavior until we see something bad happening to us. And another interesting thing is that when someone we trust is giving us advice of something about health, we usually take action very quickly. And another insight is has where and how we find information, and I think Marisol is going to talk about us.
Yeah, so as we were talking with the girls, they told us about how the ways they find and share information about health. And they told us that the channels that they go to find information was mainly online channels. So if they want to find out something, they Google it. And if they want to share something, they go to social media. And the reason why they go through these channels instead of going to the doctor, they told us, is because they feel more safe and they feel that it has a lower stakes. So they also told us that they would like to receive more health advice through any online environment. So at the end of our session, when we were building the affinity diagram, we had these 3 main insights. They talk about the current criteria about prevention, the influence of people's experiences on the way they think about health, and the finding and sharing information about health. So with these 3 insights, we went through a visioning process. When we took all the data and analyzed how it could be translated into new functionalities for the app. And the purpose of doing this was to encourage girls to change behavior and inform how they take care of their own health by applying technology. And after this, we came up with 3 proposed features for this new version of the app that we hope the field likes. and the whole Get in Touch Foundation. The first one is it's about expanding the capabilities of the Daisy Wheel as it is right now. So adding people's experiences, or in other words, testimonials to it. And then the second one was about quotes and photos for and for friends. So the girls can share photos and inspirational quotes to their friends, and this will be linked to the reminders. So they told us that they think about health as eating well and doing exercise, but those are really good habits. But we realized that they need to um, create a new habit, which is about prevention. So the reminders was we thought about this as a good strategy to help them create this new behavior. And I think we're going to go through each one of these proposed features. We have a series of mock-ups, and each one of us are going to pick one and go through the task flow and explain each one of it.
Okay, first, I'm going to explain the testimonial features. So we noticed that Daisy Wheel has two main type of tips. Some are more like how to do something, and that's how it's used to show the girls the way they should do their self-breast exam. And the second one are recommendation regarding how often they should do their self-exams. So first we have the how to do it screen, in which we thought it would be a good idea to implement a short video of how to do the self-breast exam, plus a short description of the step in order for the girl to do it properly. And the user will have the option to share it among friends to raise awareness. And the second screen will be a recommendation tip, and we also have a video feature and testimonial on how important it is for your health to follow that recommendation, and also you have the option to share it with your friends. And finally, you have a new feature called Your Own Experience, in which the girl will record her own testimonial and share it in order to make a great impact among them and change their health habits. And we have another feature, which is quotes and photos from friends, and Marisol is going to talk about it.
Yeah, the second feature that we thought about was sharing quotes and photos. So it works kind of like the same way as Instagram, but we also wanted to have this twist of raising awareness about the importance of early detection of breast cancer. So first of all, the way it works is that a girl who wants to share an inspirational quote, she is going to take a picture, or she could pick from the photo, an existing photo on their photo album. And then they have to pick from a series of quotes. We have different categories. Some can be about prevention, some others can be about hope or strength. So they're going to pick the quote that they like, and they can also edit the quote and write their own if they want to. And then after that, they can write a little description about it. And this quote will be shared among the Daisy Wheel community. We're calling the Daisy Wheel community to anyone that has the app and is taking care of their health and getting in touch with their health. But they can also share it with social media. So they can share the image on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Tumblr. And this image, this inspirational quote, is going to appear or it's going to be linked with the reminders. So each time you get a reminder, you're going to get an inspirational quote from someone that is close to you, either your friend that is linked or maybe someone that is nearby you. And I think Diana is the best one to explain how the reminders work.
Sure. Thanks, Marisol. Well, as she said, the quotes are part of the reminders. We want to create a friendly and personal face-to-face reminder based on the experience that our interview girls told us. For example, one girl says, when someone I trust gives me an advice, I take action. So the girl receives the reminder and she can tap yes, and then a feedback message displays saying, "Congrats for getting in touch with your help." Then this message disappears and goes to my 2014 garden. This garden is a visual representation of their health. It shows month by month the self-exams that she did in the past. For each self-exam that the girl does, she will earn a badge, and this badge is a new flower in her garden/calendar. So the girls who will be using the Daisy Wheel app will be able to like these badges of each girl, and these likes will be a beautiful way of sharing what the girl is doing with her prevention. We want to make it feel proud of taking care of yourself. And finally, we want to encourage and empower girls to get self-exams. And I don't know you guys, but I think we did it. What do you think, Phil?
I think it's fantastic. I love the new features, especially the garden. The concept of being able to see, being able to have your friends, suggest to you when it's a good time and displaying that, but also getting the flowers and the stars will help them with progress and continue to use the app. One of the features that's been most requested for the Daisy Wheel app over the years has been reminders, and I think this is a fantastic way of engaging people. And a majority of the people who have downloaded the app are high school age or somebody who's new and could use the advice from other people, and so I think it's fantastic. I love it. A really good job.
Thank you.
Thanks. I don't know if you have any other questions, Phil, or any comments that you would like to make.
Oh, I really like the fact that the way you've implemented the social media. Instagram is really popular with kids nowadays. Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr are all really good sources to get the word out to. This app really, and the Daisy Wheel program really saves lives because the earlier you can detect any sort of breast cancer, you can be cured of it. The longer it goes, the harder it is to fight. And so just by being able to spread the word and get the more and more people using the app and using the Daisy Wheel will really help educate the people and could really save lives. So I really appreciate all the work that you guys have done.
That's really amazing. I think this could help the whole process of the new design cycle for the Daisy Wheel app. I guess that's all for us today. Just a quick reminder that this video will be posted just as we finish in a few seconds. And if you want to be the star of the new UXClinic episode, just remember to email us at uxclinic@nearsof.com or through the same website we just mentioned, uxclinic.nearsof.com. And you can expect the full report on what was commented here today by next week. I think we're going to stay with Phil for a few more minutes talking about what we discovered, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for a new UXClinic episode. Thank you, guys. Anything else before we leave?
Well, I just would like to thank Phil for being with us through the whole process. It was really nice working with the Daisy Wheel app, and we feel so good because when we created this initiative, we were thinking about helping the software community, but now on top of that, we got the opportunity to help a nonprofit organization, and it was just great, and it was just a great experience. And just to invite anyone, if they have anything related to that, or even any app, just to apply for the UX Clinic because we have a lot of fun doing it.
So that's a wrap from this great team. Thank you so much. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.